Good morning. Welcome to morning meeting. So here's what's on my mind this morning. I mentioned in a previous video that we just got back from Ireland and California. So I'm going to start with Los Angeles actually. Lots to say about Los Angeles, but this isn't about the city specifically. It's about my daughter. My daughter applied for a competitive program, a screenwriting program at Loyola Marymount University. And when she decided that she was going to do this, she was really scared. I found the information, I don't know, a couple weeks or maybe a month before it was actually due. I presented it to her and said, hey, this is something that might interest you. I think you should do it. And she took her time. She really was worried about it. She's like, well, what if I don't get accepted? And I'm like, well, but here's the thing. If you don't do it, then you know the answer. The answer is automatically no if you don't do this. She thought about that for a little bit, a couple weeks or something. When she finally decided that she was going to do it. Now, this process, like a lot of application type processes, requires giving them references, recommendations from a teacher, a counselor, something like that, right? And it was very much like a college process, really, like a shortened college entrance process. She had to write 2 prompts for this, actually 1 prompt and then one, like, I don't know, bio type, why do you want to do this sort of thing. And of course, there's a word count. I can't remember what the word count was, maybe 500 words or something like that. And if you've ever written anything, you'll know that writing a short amount of something sometimes is more challenging than writing 20,000 words or 30,000 words. To try and edit yourself down to 100 words or 500 words is definitely more difficult, in my opinion. So she did that, and she wrote 2 really great prompts. And we workshopped those, and she workshopped them with a friend of hers, and then she submitted the one that she thought was the stronger of the 2 that she had written. And a little time went by, and then she came in, and she looked a little different. I was working upstairs on some stuff because we were doing some remodeling work at the time, and I looked at her, I'm like, what? And she just kind of turned her phone around. And it's got all this glitter, whatever, celebratory stuff. And she's like, I got in. I'm like, what do you mean? You got in? Got in what? What'd you get into? I got into LMU. I got into the program. Like, oh my God, happy dance, happy dance, happy dance, right? And she was ecstatic, right? She was, in her way, she was ecstatic. My kid's a little reserved. At any rate, then some time went by again because there was a delay between the time that she found out that she got accepted and then the time that we'd be going to Los Angeles. And she wanted the whole family to go. Didn't matter that we wouldn't be able to to hang out with her because she'd be on campus for that period of time. What was important is that we were there and that we were available to her. So that's what we did. And we all trekked to Los Angeles. She has grown so much in her confidence just from that 2 weeks. It did a couple things. One, made her more confident about the college process, which is coming up for her pretty soon. She's going into her junior year, so she's got to really start thinking about, where do I want to go to school? What do I want to do? I think she's narrowed down what she wants to do, so that's good. But now it's, where do I want to go? She thought she wanted to go to California because she doesn't like our winter weather here. She doesn't like cold. But she also doesn't like heat, and she discovered that she didn't really care for palm trees so much. So we're still on the search for that ideal climate for her. But that was good that she learned that. And as I said, she grew in confidence. So she now feels more comfortable being on her own in an environment that's strange where she has to try and navigate and meet new people. She's reserved. She's not so much shy. She's just reserved. She likes to keep to herself. Her roommate ended up being somebody a lot like her and liked to kind of keep to herself, and they got along great. I guess because of that. And the other thing that was cool is they paired the students up based on what their study was. So hers was screenwriting, but her roommate was acting. So at the end of the screenwriting program, some of the actors took those scripts that these students had written and then performed them, which was awesome. That was another great experience for her to see how someone would take what she wrote and then present it. Right? That was really great. She loved her instructors. She had one instructor, Bugs, I think her last name was Bugs. Anyway, and then a TA, whose name I don't recall. Really enjoyed being able to get feedback from those people and from her classmates. And yeah, we were there to get feedback when she wanted feedback from us, and we workshop as a family. We've kind of always done that because I'm a writer. They've workshopped with me on things that I write. So overall, it was a fabulous experience for her. And I guess what I'm trying to say here, at the end of the day, if you really want to do something, if you know in your heart of hearts this is what you want, then that's what you need to do. Because if you don't do it, the answer is no. Without a doubt, the answer is no. So what do you have to lose, right? What do you have to lose? I'm still learning these things. And this is from a kid that's 16 years old, that she's learning early. I've got to just do it. I've got to go for it. Because if I don't, no one's going to do it for me. That's just the reality of it. And she's learning that lesson and she's growing in confidence. So take that for what you will. Go out, see what it is you really want to do, and do it. Because if you don't, the answer's already no. And you know that. See ya.